Good afternoon, friends, colleagues, folks, fellow YouTubers. Thank you for joining me today at Tarot by Izzy from Central Scotland. I really do appreciate your views, your subscriptions and your comments. I'm just blown away by the amount of views that are starting to build up. Today is Tuesday, it's May the 3rd, and you'll recall, for those who are coming back to my channel, that the other day I saw the Seven of Swords, and I made the comment that in relation to the reading that I've been doing concerning the defamation trial at Fairfax County Court in Virginia, I said that we could expect underhanded tactics unfolding. And today I come home from work. Yes, I do have a regular job, even though I'm a pensioner. And I see that it is the Hertz team had been attempting to get the case dismissed. Before I go any further, please look at my description. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. It won't stand up a court of law. It's for fun. And I know I'm not trying to make light of it. There are a lot of really serious topics that are being discussed. And I please urge anyone who feels, and I hate using the word triggered, but affected by some of the subject matter, to please contact a professional. I am not a professional. Okay, so, and I also said previously, on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, the moon is in Gemini, which is to do with communications such as press, tweets, Instagram, etc. And I noticed the other day, I think it was yesterday or late yesterday, or first thing this morning, maybe before I went to work, there was hints in one, is it Deadline Press, that the Heard team could consider applying to have the case dismissed. And I thought, how's this all being released prior to Heard's team actually making the application? I don't know much about law. So it looks like the comments I made in relation to Gemini, I made the warning saying be very, very careful how you handle that, because it could actually backfire and make negative in the Gemini. And also on Thursday, as I said, that moves into Taurus, the moon moves into Taurus, and that's Herd sign. So could it be actually Thursday when Herd takes the stand? I don't know. Just that's her sun sign, and we all know that can be a very stubborn sign. Does not like authority, can rebel against authority, and that can even be advice. So, as I say, thank you for joining me today. I looked at a little article, and it was Amber Heard's team argues for the case to be dismissed. This is by Aisha Nozari, May 3rd, 2022. And this has now been denied. The judge has actually denied it, the request. Well, she's denied two of the requests, and I think a third one she's taking under advisement. As I say, I am not clued up, I am not a lawyer. So, what they had asked for was this case to be dismissed, and the entire case dismissed, and I think it was Johnny Depp's lawyer had said that, the article in the Washington Post had a really detrimental effect on Johnny Depp's income, ability to earn, and defamed him, allegedly. He also, according to this article, pointed out to last week's findings that the ACLU helped Heard draft the article in which she accused Depp of doing bad things after being promised a $3.5 million donation from her divorce. So she allegedly promised the ACLU $3.5 million donation from the 7 mil, I think it's 7.2 million or 7 million. And they continued, this was just a scam, allegedly, to get the 7 million in the divorce settlement that she swore to give to ACLU and the Children's Hospital. And that the ACLU's General Counsel had testified to that effect, that they didn't get that money. And other money was donated. The 500,000 had actually come from, allegedly, an Elon Musk connected fund. No, I'm not happy with Elon the new, because I was looking to get a car, but he's not sent one over. And elsewhere, I think I've already reported on this, that she fired a PR team, and the video I've uploaded in relation to that is you can't turn a sow's ear into a silk purse. And what that means is you can't make a good situation out of a bad situation. So, we've got these cards here, so you can see I've been shuffling them. I had the crystal in there to give them a good cleanse as well. So, just do my usual 7-card hexagram spread. Let's see what the cards are going to show us today. What we already know is that I alluded the other day to the fact of underhand tactics. So, is this going to continue? Let's see, what ask the cards the question souls? 1, oops, 2, can you see it better there? 3, oops, 4, 5, we'll go up a wee bit. I'll get the hang of this one of these days. I think I'm going to contact my nephew, he's good at IT, to see if he'll give me a wee hand to get myself sorted. So, what is the underlying influences in Fairfax County Court in Virginia? Oh, I wish I was a fly on the wall. The atmosphere must be electric, and it is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Well, Cups is emotion. So, I would suggest, because it's in the reverse, it is an outpouring. We can't keep the emotions in the cup. And it's, as you can't keep the emotions in the cup. In the upright, it's romantic relationships, it's friendships, it's emotions, it's a awakening of the heart, it's joy, it's bliss, creativity. In the reverse, the creativity by the lawyers didn't work. The emotions are pouring out or outpouring. There's no feeling of joy. They didn't have a positive outcome. So that is the atmosphere in the court today. And I would suspect it would also allegedly mean that Amber Heard is having difficulty in repressing her emotions. She didn't get that outcome she hoped to get. So I do think that Amber Heard's moods, her non-verbal communications, her emotions will be very much affecting the team that's around her as well. So that's where we are just now in relation to that. So I've said how is she feeling, or what's the atmosphere? It could actually be Johnny Depp's atmosphere feelings as well, that this actually came forward, and maybe that's upset him as well. So, judgment. And this is how Amber Heard is feeling just now, that how is she feeling about her request for the case to be denied. And as I say, what we have is judgment in the reverse. And in the reverse is self-doubt. It's hiding behind masks as well. And I've always said sometimes when you're watching Amber Heard, it's like, in my opinion, her expressions, it's almost like a glitch in the Matrix, if that makes sense. It's almost as if she's trying to find the emotion she should be expressing at that time. I am not a behavioural expert. I'm just going on my gut feeling and nothing else. So, basically, how is Amber Heard feeling now that her request to have the case dismissed denied by the judge? And that is, she is feeling very emotional, and she is. She really, obviously, the judgment is in place. She's feeling judged. She's hiding behind masks, and again, that would refer to some of the um, behavioural psychologists people, some of the statements that they've made. So, as I say, she's definitely, and she needs to let go of the shadow self. I think that's going to be difficult in Amber Heard's case. I really do think I am not medically qualified in any way at all. At some point, actually, between you and I was wondering if she was on medication just to help calm her down, allegedly, in my opinion, because sometimes I thought she would, again, it's the glitch in the Matrix, I don't know. So how's Johnny Depp feeling about the request from Amber Heard's team to have the case denied? Well, it was to do with the former lovers, wasn't it? That's another major arcana, so he's feeling that, we need healthy boundaries, and that the healthy boundaries have been put in place between him and Amber Heard. He knows there's dualities there. And we'll go back to the judgment, we'll go back to the emotions. He has a romantic side to his nature, and I think again that's to do with his artistic trait. And you have to look at the hair on this character as well, and you think about some of the characters, Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean. I love it. I think they're brilliant. I know they're meant to be for younger people, but I just think they're amazing. So he probably does think and reflect on what they once had or what he thought he had, but he realises now it was actually duality. He's feeling that the decision by the judge so far is the correct one in relation to healthy boundaries being set because of the allegations that he is now making against Amber Heard. So, how does Judge, and I think, is it Penny? How does she view Heard's lawyer? Is it Rottenborn? Rottenborn. Because all you keep hearing him say is correct, correct. And you do say to yourself, look, if you know the answer, why am I even sitting giving evidence in a witness chair? Because they'll ask a question, then they'll say correct before you even get a chance to answer it. Maybe it's just me. So how does she view him? Three of Cups. She doesn't view him in a very favourable light. Three of Cups is partnership working. Because it'll be the judge and the two lawyers, one from Depp's team and one from Heard's team. So again, this is allegedly entertainment purposes only. It won't stand up in a court of law. So we've got the Three of Cups, and it's ordinarily in the upright. That is partnership working. It could be partying. It could mean that she's having a wee drinky poo herself just to settle herself at night. She's probably having a wee glass of wine after today. So she's obviously having to overlook, because you see of Cups, partnership working, that could be like even in a courtroom. Partnership working, you've got to have good communication and you've got to have that kind of relationship. So, and she knows she's overseeing a dispute of a fallout of a loving situation. She is overseeing that as well, and she knows that she is looking at, and I think the third thing, correct me if I'm wrong, was to do with the op-ed. Either did Hertz's lawyer, and forgive me if I'm wrong, did he show the printed document to the jury and not the electronic format document? And that is the one that Depp's lawyers have been saying that is the one that's defamatory, I think. So I think that's what she's away doing. She's looking at that possibility of in relation to that dispute and the miscommunication in relation to that. The reason I'm popping this back on, because I've got my questions written down there. So this is the judge. So that's how she's viewing Rottenborn. It's in relation to that piece of communication that he showed the jury. That's what I think is going on there. So she's away to check that out, because I don't think she's very happy about that. We'll wait and see. So how does Amber feel about testifying in the court case? And we have the Three of Swords. I don't know if you can see it. See if I pull that up a wee bit. You'll be able to see it there. I don't know why I'm asking you, because there's nobody there to answer. I'm just talking to myself. Story of my life. So, Three of Swords is heartache. So she is just like, oh, this is the last thing she wants to do. She's stuck in grief and sadness. In the upright, it's a painful separation. And this case has been talking about a painful separation. We've heard that from Johnny Depp and the witnesses. And even listening to the audio tapes, it is painful, because I think in her mind, when she's making those statements in the audio tapes, she is in her head, she feels traumatized. Might not be how we feel, but that's how she feels. So now that the case has been denied to be dismissed, it's again, she's not seeing the role that she played in this breakup. It's like not accepting responsibility, but unable to look inward, and being stuck, in this grief, still stuck in the role. She's probably still stuck in the marriage in her head. I don't know. Allegedly, in my opinion only. So what is she frightened will be revealed when she takes a stand? Or hopes will be revealed? Let's see. And it's the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So, what is she afraid? Because we have this in a reverse is going to be revealed here in front of the world. And what she's afraid of is the fact that she really doesn't have that much creativity. Maybe we'll see that. She doesn't have the seeds of new ideas, producing things, writing things, creating things. And maybe she's afraid that, I think the allegation has been made, if she hadn't been married to Johnny Depp, she wouldn't have had the opportunity to be in the Aquaman films, allegedly, because she doesn't have the talent, the natural talent, I should say. And I think she is afraid that this is going to come out, that people are going to see her as her true self, that she doesn't have the creativity, that she's unfocused. Her mind might be a bit scatty, a bit emotional. It might look like she's unfocused and that she needs to calm her mind down. And she could look like burnout. So this is what she's afraid is going to be revealed to the court and to the wider world. And what will be the outcome of Amber Heard's testimony? Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So Pentacles is usually money. It's someone the Queen is in control. It might actually be the Judge. I think it's a Judge. Might be wrong, but I just get this feeling this is the Judge. The Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who's in control. Financially secure. A healer, working, parent, down to earth, strength. So I think the outcome is a statement from the Judge. Sounds a bit vague. The case is to do with financial. Johnny Depp's suing Amber Heard for the $50 million. She's countersuing for the $100 million. I think it might depend very much on what happens if there is burnout, if there's an emotional burnout, an emotional outpouring, not accepting the situation, partnership working, not working. We might have some kind of whatever the Judge views after looking at that piece of communication that didn't go out. My understanding is the lawyer, I don't know if it was Rottenborn, but it was Amber Heard's team, gave or showed the paper Washington Post op-ed to the jury to see, and not the electronic communication, because this is all to do with communications as well. And we know this is not looking good for Amber Heard. We know that Johnny Depp's happy with the decision the Judge has made so far about setting boundaries. I think he is still quite wary of her as well. And I think after the Judge has looked at the information she wants to see, witnesses the behaviours allegedly that Amber Heard is displaying, which could continue when Amber Heard goes on the stage, or she's on the stage. Oh, that's a Freudian slip here. Once she is on the witness stand, that might be when the Judge then comes in and intervenes. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed that today. Please like, subscribe, and share, because I don't know how to do this monetizing thing. My understanding is you've got to get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. It doesn't cost you anything. And in that way, I can get some pin money to do my Route 66. Okay, folks, I hope you have a lovely, fantastic day. It is something like 6 o'clock at night here in central Scotland. I don't know where the time is, wherever anyone else is, but I hope the rest of your day is fantastic. Take care. Bye.